Welcome to the VACo Premier Partner Spotlight Series. Speaking with new Premier Partner Mark Hutchinson today, CEO and founder of Blue Line Solutions. Blue Line Solutions is a company built around public safety speed enforcement programs in school zones and construction zones. Mark, it's great to have you with us.
Good to be here. Thank you for having me back.
All right. Now, Mark, I know that in some of your all speed enforcement zones, whether it be construction or school safety zones, do you do radar, or how do you detect when motorists are speeding? What do you have? I know that I've heard some mention of something called LIDAR. What exactly is that?
Well, for years, you've been seeing law enforcement officers out by the interstate holding this device up and pointing it towards you as you drive toward them. That's called a LIDAR, otherwise known as laser in the industry. It is not radar. Radar is something that a law enforcement officer would generally have in their patrol vehicle, and it shoots a wide cone-shaped beam out and catches a bunch of different vehicles. The officer then has to use his or her training and a Doppler tone, an audible tone, to determine which vehicle that radar is capturing. LIDAR, otherwise known as laser, is a vehicle-specific speed enforcement tool, meaning everybody understands what a laser is. It's a very small, pinpointed laser, or as we know, a laser. And we put that laser in the lane of travel so the vehicle drives through that laser. In other words, if there's two lanes, if it's a 4-lane and 2 lanes side by side, we'll have 2 lasers, one for each lane. Now, in the picture that you see on the screen now, you see a red circle on the back of the vehicle. That red circle indicates where the LIDAR or the laser hit the vehicle. So we can prove 100% for certain that the LIDAR captured that vehicle, but not only that vehicle, but on that spot in the vehicle. So it can't be the car in front, behind, beside. It leaves absolutely no way to contest or think otherwise that was the vehicle that was captured. Radar, on the other hand, leaves a lot open to interpretation as to make sure that that vehicle is the one that the radar captured and that the camera has captured an image of the right vehicle. So LIDAR is a much more court defendable type of speed measurement. And we are the only company in the United States, or in the industry actually, that uses a single lane LIDAR for our speed measurement.
So how does the LIDAR focus get on that one vehicle, like that one spot, you've got in your picture? I mean, does it focus on that, or does it focus on every vehicle that passes through there on that same spot?
That's a very good question. So if you just imagine a camera on the side of the road about 14 feet high and a red laser pointing down onto a particular spot in the road. Now, of course, you can visualize that in your mind, but there's no red laser. You can't see it at all. But if that laser were to be pinpointing in a specific location in the road, the car drives through that laser. And if it's in the left lane and the laser in the right lane, obviously it's not going to pick up that vehicle because it didn't drive through that laser. That car would have to drive through the laser in the left lane. So as the car drives through that laser beam, it's calculating the distance that vehicle has traveled in milliseconds, hundreds of times per second. So it is calculating the difference in the distance traveled in the known amount of time that is traveled through that laser beam. So it uses time over distance to calculate the speed as in the same way that a law enforcement officer would use it if he were holding it in his hand.
Wow, Mark, that's truly some amazing technology that Blue Line Solutions offers. Be great to see this out in the counties and see it working sometime soon. Thank you for being with us and telling us a little bit more about the LIDAR and how laser is different from the radar, and how your all's solutions are a little bit more accurate in picking up these things. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.